our true past.
Something very significant that perhaps we still don't understand was hidden in that tomb.
And if so, what might happen when the so-called curse is finally lifted? According to the idea that I subscribe to, it will be the return of the extraterrestrials. They already know what will be found. There was a giant shaft that had been dug into the island, very, very deep. And at certain levels, tunnels had been built from the ocean that came to the shaft. And so you'd have to wonder if people have gone through a lot of effort to protect something. And I would suspect the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant? The golden chest built to house the 10 Commandments? How would this have ended up buried more than 100 feet beneath the earth on Oak Island? And what does it have to do with a curse? Ancient astronaut theorists say the answer lies more than 5,000 miles away, with a curse that dates back to the 14th century BC. Egypt, Valley of the Kings, November 4th, 1922. A young boy working for a British excavation team led by Howard Carter. He's riding his donkey home one night when suddenly the animal's hoof slips into a hole below the sand. Thinking he may have stumbled upon the entrance to a tomb, he rushes home and alerts Carter.
When Howard Carter came in, they dug feverishly all the way through the tomb, 72 steps, till they reached the sealed door of the tomb, which was right here. He instantly made a hole into the wall before destroying it, and Howard Carter peeked in and said, and I quote, "I see wonderful things," which was very true. Right inside King Tut's tomb, there were wonderful things. This tomb was packed with gold and treasures.
Incredibly, Howard Carter and his team had unearthed the tomb of King Tutankhamun. To this day, it is considered the best preserved and most intact tomb ever found in the Valley of the Kings. Although the excavation team achieved instant worldwide fame for their discovery, their triumph was short-lived.
During the opening of the tomb of King Tut, all the workers were very wary, the Egyptian ones. It is known that ancient Egyptian tombs have the curse of the pharaohs. Whoever enters the tomb first will die.
While most Westerners involved did not take the ancient stories of a curse seriously,
Brian, what the hell you eating
the
in there?
opening of King Tut's tomb
What?
immediately followed by numerous tragedies,
No.
some with eerie connections to the
I want some
events
cheese, Brian. Bring me a piece of cheese.
The messenger went to the archaeologist's house. This was Howard Carter. He found Carter's beloved canary in the mouth of a cobra, which was the symbolic snake of the pharaoh.
Later, we learned that Lord Carnarvon himself was bit on the cheek by a mosquito in the very same place that King Tut, it turned out, was also wounded. He died within weeks of a blood-borne disease very mysteriously. Howard Fields, another archaeologist who came to the tomb, had his home burned down and flooded. And people began to wonder if, in fact, this was the curse of Tutankhamun. No fewer than 7 deaths have been associated with the opening of the tomb, the same number of lives that O'Brien must claim, according to the legend. Could there really have been a curse protecting King
I'm
Tut's
gonna tell you
tomb?
something. Okay, what it was.
If so, what was behind it?
I don't know. Oh, y'all in my thing? No, I can get to it. You can give it to everyone to.
This suggests that the curse of the pharaohs is an extraterrestrial force, or perhaps even technology that the ancient Egyptians were utilizing to protect these tombs. Is it possible that some type of extraterrestrial technology was activated with the opening of King Tut's tomb? Ancient astronaut theorists say yes, and as further evidence point to the so-called magic bricks found at the tomb.
In the tomb of Tutankhamun, there was 4 bricks, the 4 cardinal positions, with some magical spells from chapter 151 of the Book of the Dead, spells of protecting the dead. They believed in magic. They believed in the power of the word. The word for them makes power, makes protection.
When we go over to the Tibetan arena, we see these prayer wheels. And this is a very interesting thing because the priests would actually go by and they would roll these cylindrical drums with their hands. And they believed that the simple rolling of the drum would actually impress the words upon the space around them. They believed that space was alive and intelligent. So this suggests the possibility that certain words do, in a sense, become imbued with a force. That force may be something that certain types of extraterrestrial or extra-dimensional beings can actually access. Is it possible that the Egyptians were working with extraterrestrials who would, in fact, generate these types of seemingly magical phenomena in the event that people tried to transgress into these locations?
If the so-called magic bricks really were alien technology, as ancient astronaut theorists suggest, might they have triggered the terrible events that were set in motion when Howard Carter reached the entrance to King Tut's tomb? And is there a connection to the curse that is said to exist on Oak Island today? Perhaps further clues will be revealed by examining an artifact in King Tut's tomb that isn't found in any other. A fifth magic brick.
For surface relief, it's all natural and experience of Avon. Avon uses power suction to pull saline in one nose through the nose and the other. Avon relieves congestion naturally.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's it.
Breathe better with Avon. It's nature's decongestiant, all natural, drug-free.
I'm sleeping.
That clean nose feeling.
And CVS and Walgreens for a 90-day zero-risk trial. Buy direct at Navaz.com.
That's the sound you crave and the outdoor cooking flavor you can't get with anything else. Only on Blackstone. Final outdoor cooking without the compromise. With millions of Blackstone sold, we're changing the way America cooks outdoors. Blackstone lets you cook everything you can cook on a traditional grill and 1,000 things you can't. Want an incredible breakfast? How about lunch or dinner? The solid steel flat top infuses the flavors, and you've got enough surface to cook for the hungriest army. There's a Blackstone for everyone. See the new range top, a griddle with double burners for oiling your sautés, and comes with a fryer attachment. Imagine mozzarella sticks, fried chicken, or French fries outdoors. And there's the charcoal grill combo, half griddle and half charcoal grill. And check out the awesome Pro Series. Cook anything, anytime, anywhere with Blackstone. Get your Blackstone today. Available at Walmart.
Attention, if you're struggling with $10,000 or more in credit card debt, personal loans, collection accounts, or medical bills, call National Debt Relief right now. You could pay only a fraction of what you owe. Call 1-800-598-5392.
So you decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to bring your fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, driving bad weather, drive on.
Well, you they got to have some fucking water. Yeah, whatever.
And all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, included with tuition. Education online for a better life offline.
1-800-994-4126. Uncle Sammy wants you. Sunday nights on Access TV. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Rock and roll road trip with 78-yard returns with an all-new season. Followed by the Access TV original series, Real Money, with rock superstar Eddie Money. Eddie Money and family checking in Sunday nights. It all begins at 8/7 Central. I'll drink to that on Access TV.
Broken air conditioner? That could be a $4,400 bill you weren't expecting. Fridge on the fritz? Oh, that could cost you $2,500. Get the First American Home Warranty Plan. And when a covered item breaks, call or click. That's it. And we'll repair or replace it for you. Why let a major system or appliance breakdown bust your budget or go through the hassle of trying to find trustworthy service people?
If you don't have First American Warranty, get it.
Call 1-800-590-9684.
History without being seen. The true story of a top secret organization.
People believe skunk works brought alien technology to Area 51.
Secrets from the Sky, the untold story of skunk works. Sunday, June 9th at 9 on History. Alien Con LA is excited to announce its newest guest, William Shatner.
In my mind, there's no question that aliens exist.
Don't miss your chance to see William Shatner. Get your tickets now at thealiencon.com. September 22nd, 1926. Howard Carter and his team begin their 5th excavation season at the tomb of King Tutankhamun. The focus of their work is an unwalled room on the far end of the burial chamber called the treasury. When they enter, the first thing they come upon is a 5th so-called magic brick. This 5th brick has a harrowing inscription that reads, "It is I who hindered the sand from choking the secret chamber, and who repelled that one who would repel him with the desert flame. I have set aflame the desert. I am for the protection of the deceased." We have to wonder, why was this 5th brick placed in the tomb of Tutankhamun? While other pharaohs' tombs were found to contain 4 magic curse bricks, only King Tut's includes a 5th. But why?
That 5th brick may be a clue, a sort of X marks the spot treasure map that shows us that something very significant was hidden in that tomb.
On September 28, 2015, British Egyptologist Nicholas Reeves made a remarkable discovery while examining high-resolution scans of King Tut's tomb: the possibility of hidden cavities within the burial chamber.
Dr. Reeves looked at high-resolution images of this wall, and he noticed a crack that looks like it should have been a door. And it was right about here. They brought thermal scanners in and scanned behind this wall, and they believe they found cavities behind this specific area. He took a permission to go inside the north room and dig through to discover what's behind this wall. Just a couple of months before the mission took place, it was stopped for unknown reasons.
Who or what may be hidden in this secret chamber is hotly debated. But some researchers believe it is possible that it contains the remains of Egypt's most controversial pharaoh, Akhenaten, who also happens to be the father of King Tut.
Ancient Egypt had always been polytheistic, many gods. And then there is a new leader, a new pharaoh with a new idea. Akhenaten announces there will be one God. They will be a monotheistic people. Aten, the sun god, would be the one divinity they all worshipped. The image is the sun disk. It shook the empire in really terrible ways.
What could have inspired Akhenaten to make such drastic changes during a time of tremendous prosperity? Ancient astronaut theorists suggest there may have been an otherworldly influence. And as evidence, point to the way he was depicted by artists of the time. Akhenaten introduced the idea that every time his artisans would carve something, it had to be lifelike. So it had to be represented exactly the way it was seen, which is interesting because if you look at the likenesses of Akhenaten, he looks very strange.
Akhenaten had himself depicted in the most peculiar way. He had this elongated face, he had this protruding belly, he had these almost like chicken leg type legs, very peculiar, with this elongated skull at the back. Now, all other pharaohs had themselves depicted looking as, shall we say, majestic and muscular as possible.
One has to wonder if Akhenaten may have been some type of an extraterrestrial hybrid, and that is why he introduced this one god rule. Perhaps that sun disk Aten that Akhenaten prayed to wasn't a sun in the sky at all, but it could have been an extraterrestrial that instructed Akhenaten. The texts say it's a winged disk. The sun is not referred to as a winged disk. Following Akhenaten's death, his enemies went to extreme lengths to obliterate his legacy.
Right here opposite King Tut's tomb is the very mysterious KV-55. Most Egyptologists agree that the mummy they found inside was King Akhenaten's mummy. They found a destroyed coffin, and every wall painting was already chiseled off, intentionally chiseled off. Which makes sense that this tomb has been trying to wipe out King Akhenaten's memory. Because the tomb had been so badly vandalized, it could not be verified with absolute certainty who it belonged to. And some Egyptologists claim that examination of the mummy proves definitively that it was not Akhenaten. It was someone else.
But
When it was examined, it
yeah,
turned out to be somebody who is in his early 20s and would not have been more than 24 or 25 at the most. Akhenaten is known to have come to the throne when he was 16 and he ruled for 17 years. At the least, he could not have been.
Not want us to know anything about Akhenaten. You wonder if there's a connection now to the curse that protects King Tut's tomb.
you just want to touch my honey
Going
bun.
back to protect an even darker secret. Is it possible that the mummy of Akhenaten was not buried in his tomb,
Wow.
but instead was secretly placed
Yeah,
in a hidden
I'm about to go
chamber
remind
in the tomb of his son, King Tut?
You don't take my head dirt.
And like the so-called
I don't want my anger though, like me.
had been
Right
put in
now.
place to keep us from finding it until the
You don't
time
keep it longer in the
we
restaurant.
discover the truth.
Right, rub my ankle. Where you going with your big old tater head? You gonna miss all your wrestling. Yeah. Jesus. I've been down backwards. I just something giving my mind history. But you you would take your ass in there.
Here's some out of this world metal.
When I say about my ankle, not my ass straight. Right there. Right there.
You or a loved one had hernia mesh implanted
Right on the
specifically
head,
for
right there.
hernia
Ooh.
repair and had serious complications,
Lord,
including infection, wound
I'll run that
chronic
VA
pain,
office.
bowel obstruction, or had revision or repair surgery. You may have been a victim of a product that was defectively designed, and you may be entitled to compensation.
What's the thing
Hernia
wrong
repair
with
surgeries are one of the most common
What's wrong with
surgeries
these people
performed in the
right now?
United States. With over half a
I'm
million
going to these people about hair. See what they talking about. Miss. I ain't got the slips. Go my hair one. I'm going to see my go. Put my foot on my foot right there. What you doing on the bottom of my foot? That's what it is.
You choose the right legal team that has the experience, support staff, and resources to get you the most compensation.
What did it say to you on the phone?
Call for a free case review.
Yeah, Stacy. Come on, man. Just like
It's a
that.
cable bill.
Yeah, you can't fix it. That's gonna fix it. The bill ain't paid.
We're going to just take it away for the pay it. I'm really shitting bricks now. He's like, damn, this, get it. It's that same time. You know what he's like. You tell me to pay his bill. I ain't well. I'm tired. I'm tired too.
There yet? It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your neighborhood. To find a neighborhood park.
I'm learning to take care of me. Let them do this stuff. You tell me, man. I take care of me. Let them do their own damn shit, man. Different birds of feather don't flock together.
yo-yo dieted for years. I followed the rules,
Oh, I hate it.
and it didn't
What are you talking about? It's like I'm an angel, you're Satan. You watch some of them damn commercials running. Oh. You stupid as crap. Real talk. Being a king to Egypt. Well, you better go see what happened to Stone Cold Steve Austin in there. Get up, get up, get up. You gotta turn that damn TV off in there. I got hot flexes. No. You bring me a free spot and come back. So happy. I thought you gonna get your ass up. You gonna see what I asked you to do. Get off my foot. And get your free spot. Come on, man. You gotta put on bed when you walking up. I'm gonna die you if you don't give me a free spot. I swear. Yeah, take this with you. Well, man, that's supposed to be a level one going to 300 part two. Okay, slow down. You want some food? I mean, whatever. Oh! Yeah.
In the legends of many curses, there is often a story that a certain mantra or reading a certain script will suddenly activate the curse. So you have to wonder, is it possible that there is some kind of extraterrestrial device that's activated by sound? Just in the same way that we would talk to Siri or Alexa from Amazon and activate it with our voices.
Now,
and get a command, and it's going to do something for you.
Right.
Is it possible that there is some form of technology that was enacted with both
I said, what you doing? Nothing.
Say yes, and suggest that the curse was designed not only to hide the truth about Akhenaten's extraterrestrial ancestry, but also another incredible secret about mankind's past, one that can be found by examining the sarcophagus.
If you guys ain't got any free spots in your refrigerator, you're wrong. It's 103 degrees here, and it's 7 o'clock, guys. Oh, God, I'm burning up. I hope you're enjoying the movie, though. I don't own the copyright, so let it do what it do.
It had to resemble the way King Tut looked.
Every pharaoh was buried not within one coffin, but several concentric coffins. Like a Russian nesting doll, King Tut has 3.
Right in front of me is the sarcophagus of the king. Now, there's a lot of debate about the middle coffin. It has different facial features than the rest, and it also seems like the cartouche where the name of the king would be was replaced with King Tut's name instead. Now, under further analysis, they were able to read the name on the cartouche underneath King Tut's name, and that read Ankh-Khiperura. Ankh-Khiperura was not King Tut.
Why was a sarcophagus that was made for Ankh-Khiperura used to hold the mummy of King Tut?
His death at 19 was definitely a problem for the tomb makers. It ended up being a rush job. He got the smallest tomb in the valley.
But who is Ankh-Khiperura? Every ruler in ancient Egypt was given a throne name that was different from his birth name. The throne name of Ankh-Khiperura is believed to have belonged to a very important and mysterious member of King Tut's family.
Anathapurura could have been the throne name of Prince Thutmose, who was allegedly Akhenaten's brother and was supposed to rule before or after Akhenaten, but never got to.
There are numerous theories regarding Akhenaten's mysterious brother, Thutmose. But the most profound comes from an unexpected source, Sigmund Freud, who intended to be the founder of psychoanalysis, was also a scholar of Judaism and ancient Egypt.
What the fuck, yo?
Sigmund Freud, the famous psychoanalyst, in 1939 first suggested that monotheism began with Akhenaten. And he thought that someone in Akhenaten's court, perhaps his brother Thutmosis, could in fact be the historical Moses.
Could Sigmund Freud's spontaneous conclusion be true, that Akhenaten's biological brother was in fact the Hebrew leader, Moses? According to Freud, the events depicted in the Bible surrounding Moses' birth, exile, and most importantly his introduction of monotheism perfectly coincide with the historical record of Thutmose.
The name Thutmosis means son of the god Thoth. If you take away the Tut element in his name, it simply means son of. Moses means the son of. Now, the name Moses is very similar to Moses, and it just so happens the story of Moses in the Bible is set at exactly the time that Thutmose disappears from history. And we're told in the Bible that Moses grows up as the brother of the prince apparent to the throne. In other words, the historical Thutmose could be the biblical Moses.
In recent years, a number of Egyptologists, like Ahmed Osman, have proposed theories similar to Freud's.
Freud realized the similarity between Akhenaten's religion and Jewish religion. He suggested that after Akhenaten left his throne, Thutmose took the religion of Akhenaten, of one god with no image, and gave it to the Israelites. The only evidence of an Israelite exodus from Egypt to Sinai took place in that time.
Wow, imagine that.
Curiously, at the same time as the exodus of the Israelites, it is also recorded that the followers of Akhenaten were forced to flee Egypt. Two of the stories of Moses and Akhenaten reveal an extraterrestrial agenda to alter the course of humanity. Ancient astronaut theorists propose that much like Akhenaten, many of the events surrounding the life of Moses point to an otherworldly connection.
Everyone loves the benefits of compression socks, but they're just so hard to get on. Until now. Introducing the all-new Copperfit Energy Socks, redesigned for the first ever easy-on, easy-off fit to help reduce swelling, relieve tired, achy muscles, and provide energizing support. A new blend of stretch fabric for the most comfortable, easy-on, easy-off compression fit.
Being a SWAT commander, we trained to win. The Copperfit Energy Socks, they didn't feel like other compression socks. They totally exceeded my expectations.
Our most powerful copper-infused fabric, woven into our easy-on, easy-off compression sock to help reduce swelling discomfort from prolonged sitting or standing.
I'm 38 and a half weeks pregnant. Copperfit Energy Box works beautifully.
Extra support around the arch and ankles for increased support and relief of muscle aches and pains.
I'm so excited about these socks. I'm so much more energized to go do things after a day of work. They just slip right on, yet they still have that same compression that you want.
A soft cushion footbed for all-day comfort.
I'm on my feet at least 9 to 10 hours a day. These were fantastic. A lot of compression socks are a little too thin, especially for what I do. With Copperfit, I could wear these every day.
Feel more energized. Feel more active. Just feel better.
They just hug your life. It relieves all the pressure that you have. I have so much energy. I can go anywhere, man.
The first ever easy on, easy off compression sock. The most comfortable compression sock you will ever wear. Get your Copperfit Energy Socks now online at GetEnergySocks.com for only $19.99. Call 1-800-499-7417. Order right now and we'll include a second pair of compression socks free.
I've never felt anything like it before.
No more pain, no more swelling, no more achy, tired feet. I can never go back to regular compression socks again.
Don't settle for ordinary. Ask for the original by name. Copperfit Energy Socks.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-971-4037 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kits.
You dream, you plan, you work. Every hour, every day, every night. There is no such thing as a small business. All business is personal. How do you make a connection? How do you grow your business? You make it easy with high-quality, affordable products and innovative design tools that make it simple to promote and grow your business.
Go to gotprint.com to get 500 business cards for $8.50. Plus use promo code GP500BC to get 10% off your first order.
Bladesmiths, here's some out-of-this-world metal.
Meteorite. Occasionally in stores, I'm losing time because I'm smaller than the content that I'm bleeding all over my blade. My stomach just went up to my throat. This will kill blades. Forged in fire. All new Wednesday at 9 on History.
The Egyptian Museum, Cairo, Egypt. On prominent display in the King Tutankhamun exhibit is a wooden chest covered in gold leaf. On top of it sits the statue of a jackal, the Egyptian god Anubis. When Howard Carter and his team began their 5th season excavating King Tut's tomb in 1926, they came upon this unusual shrine guarding the entrance to the treasury room. What ancient astronaut theorists find most intriguing about this artifact is its undeniable similarities with perhaps the most important sacred object in all of Judeo-Christian history, the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant is the central shrine to ancient Israel. It's actually a box, a wooden box, made out of acacia wood, overlaid in gold. And on the cover are 2 mythological beings, cherubs. There are also rings on the side of the box through which holes are placed.
What we have in Tutankhamun's tomb is an Egyptian version of the Ark of the Covenant. If Prince Tutmosis was the historical Moses, it would explain why, when he led the Israelites out of Egypt into the Sinai wilderness, that he got them to make this Ark of the Covenant. It is exactly the same as the item found in Tutankhamun's tomb.
But what could account for the similarity between the Anubis shrine and the Ark of the Covenant? According to the biblical text, Moses was given instructions for building the Ark of the Covenant when he spoke with God at the top of Mount Sinai. However, some ancient astronaut theorists suggest there is evidence that the Ark already existed in Egypt. There's numerous depictions on the temple walls that reference a device that resembles the Ark of the Covenant. At the Temple of Seti in Abydos, in the Osiris Chapel, we see depicted on the walls the single most powerful relic in all of human history. It's called the Osiris device. It functioned as a stairway to heaven. What most people don't realize is that the Osiris device was actually the biblical Ark of the Covenant. Is it possible that the Anubis shrine found in King Tut's tomb was a representation of the Osiris device, the Egyptian name for what would become known as the Ark of the Covenant? could it have originally belonged to Akhenaten? And might Moses have taken this with him when he left Egypt? Ancient astronaut theorists say yes, and suggest that this object contained extraterrestrial technology. The Bible records that when the ark was, lack of a better word, activated, two sons of the high priest Aaron approached, and because they were not properly prepared, the Bible says a fire came forth and burned them. But the legends state that the nature of this fire was two beams of light that actually entered inside their nostrils and burned them from within. It sounds very similar to what we today understand as electrocution.
It was said that the ark could create lightning, that the ark could fly. We know that the Ark of the Covenant is a communication device between man and God because God tells us so in Exodus.
So was this God some kind of extraterrestrial? And was the Ark of the Covenant some sort of device that allowed communication between Moses and Aaron and some extraterrestrial spaceship orbiting the Earth? But if extraterrestrials directed Moses, and perhaps Akhenaten before him, to lead the Israelites towards a new monotheistic faith, what motivated them to do so? What if these alien visitors didn't want future generations of humans to know that they had intervened in our development? If a new monotheistic religion were to arise, then people would start to relegate figures like Amun-Ra and all the rest to the realm of mythology. The extraterrestrials could hide our true history until a time when we were ready to have it revealed. The alien visitors attempt to change the course of history, first through Akhenaten and then Moses. And might this be why a so-called curse was put on King Tut's tomb, to hide the clues that lead to this connection until humanity is ready to know the truth? Perhaps further answers can be found by examining the fate of the Ark of the Covenant after the time of Moses and the curse that followed it.
The following message is brought to you by mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-992-6000 or go to mesobook.com.
I got this mountain bike for only $11.
Deal-com, the fair and honest bidding site. We sold an iPad worth $505 for less than $24, a stand mixer for less than $20, a 4K television for under $2, a MacBook Pro for under $16, as well as a PlayStation 4 for under $16, and brand new cars for less than $900. Deal-com offers hundreds of auctions every day. All auctions start at $0 and everything must go. And don't forget, we offer a full 90-day money-back guarantee on your first mid-pack purchase.
I want these Bluetooth headphones for $20.
I got these 3 suitcases for less than $40.
And shipping is always free.
Go to deal-com today and see how much you can save.
What? There are auctions going on right now. So what are you waiting for the month?
Attention, if you're struggling with $10,000 or more in credit card debt, personal loans, collection accounts, or medical bills, call National Debt Relief right now. You could pay only a fraction of what you owe. Call 1-800-598-5392.